Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you recently saw my If I Lost All My Makeup, this is what I would repurchase. I had such a fun time doing that. It really kind of like zoomed in for me the products that I just love, adore, cannot live without. And that actually made me think about the skincare that I love, adore, cannot live without. And so I thought today we would just do that video. And if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Jennifer. I'm into all things hair, skin, and makeup. And if you are too, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button because you know you're gonna come back for more. So most of you that have been with me for any length of time know it's gonna be a pretty Naturium heavy kind of situation here. Although it's not as heavy as I thought it would be, but I mean, you're probably thinking, oh, this is another Naturium video. It really isn't. However, there are some I just cannot give up. I mean, I do use a lot from the brand every day. And that being said, there's a lot of products that are not in here. This is literally just like, I lost all of my skincare and I've just got to restock with the essentials right now. It's not all the love to have, it's all the need to have. What is going on with my throat today? All right, back to our program. Now, as most of you know, I am not huge into body care, but there are two items that I currently cannot live without. Oh my God, it's from Naturium. So it started for me with the Biolipid Restoring Body Lotion. It's on me. I cannot live without this. This is the second bottle I have purchased, and actually a girlfriend of mine bought me and all of our other friends a bottle of this. So I have two bottles. I have one in my bathroom and I have one downstairs. And I kind of like it like that, so I have a feeling that's how I'm going to be repurchasing from now on. I just love having it one downstairs for my hands, because this time of year, you know, they are crusty and cracked. But upstairs, I use this every day. I probably don't need to go into it for most of you, but for those of you who don't like body lotion because it's too thick, it leaves a residue, it takes you forever. Is there a pooch coming in here? Hey, G. It takes you forever to like let it dry down so you can put your clothes on. Not that with this at all. It makes my skin soft and smooth all day long, keeps it from feeling or looking dry, but I can literally put my leggings on right after I put this on. That's how great this is. I was never a body lotion girl until this came along. But then Susan Yar was like, wait, I've got something else for you. That's right. This is the Skin Renewing Retinol Body Lotion, Advanced Retinol for Smoother Skin. And if you know anything about me, retinol is, I think, my #1 favorite ingredient of all time. So when she came out with it in a body lotion, I hit add to cart, and I am almost done. There's very little left in here. I'll probably only get a few days left. I will be ordering more today. You're supposed to use it in the evening, and at first I was like, oh, I don't want to put lotion on before I get into bed. Here again, same great formula. I put it on, it dries down, I get into bed, and I don't feel sticky. I'm not sticking to my sheets. My skin, like, you know, when you bend your parts, your skin isn't sticking to skin. It's just perfect. And I'm getting retinol all over my body, and I could not be happier about that. All right, that's it for body. So let's kind of start out with my end of day. I don't know why, but this is my new favorite from Crave Beauty. This is the Makeup Rewind Transforming Jelly Oil Cleanser. Many of you know I have been ride or die hard for the Pharmacy Green Clean Cleansing Balm. I compare every cleansing balm in the world to that because that's my favorite. It's, I think, somewhere around like $36, $38 for, I think, 3.4, 3.7 ounces. This, I think, was about $20 for 3.4 ounces. So close to half the price. And I am in love with it. I love the texture. I love how it breaks up my makeup. I love how it washes off so easily. I love how when I am done, my face feels pretty clean. I still go in with a second cleanse because you just got to do that. But I love every single thing about this. If you guys haven't seen this, I mean, I was late to the party on it. Look at that. Look at that jelly. And it's not sticky. It is just the, like, it's like smooth and cushiony and gorgeous. I am thrilled with this. And I am kind of saying goodbye to my Green Clean Cleansing Balm and hello to Makeup Rewind. Oh my God, I love it so much. I've said it once and I'm going to say it again. I use 2 different cleansers morning and night, but because I don't want to feel like that bougie, and actually my evening cleanser kind of rotates. I use different ones for different reasons and I try new ones and some come, some go. but my tried and true every morning in my shower from La Roche-Posay. This is the Hydrating Gentle Cleanser. I live for this. I've been using it for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years now. My boys love it. My husband loves it. There's no reason to change anything. It's the perfect basic cleanser that does everything, doesn't leave my skin tight or dry, leaves it feeling like moisturized, but like in a neutral way, like I don't even notice it. It's literally the perfect cleanser for me. Oh, did I mention I have mostly normal to somewhat dry skin. It's drier right now because it's wintertime. It might also be drier because I'm a woman of a certain age and things are changing, but I'm just going to blame it on the weather right now. We'll see if it's different come summer, but for now, I'm normal to slightly dry. I am not overstating it when I say I have an addiction to toners. I think my favorite of all time is the Dr. Circle Vegan Kombucha Tea Essence. This, I think, is my 4th bottle. It's perfect. It is hydrating, moisturizing, it is soothing. As a matter of fact, in the summertime, it's moisturizing enough that if it's like a humid day outside, I really don't need to go over top of this with a moisturizer. I can just go in with my sunscreen and I'm good for the day. It is fantastic. On the days this winter when I've been feeling extra dry throughout the day, I would actually go and pour a little in my hand and just pat it in and feel just so soothed and relieved. It is lightweight. It's everything I've ever wanted a toner to be, and I love it, and I will never, ever, ever give it up. All right, and then I couldn't decide. I just couldn't. The 2 of these have been in and out of my life for a few years now. This one here from Good Light, it's the Moon Glow Milky Toning Lotion. She just came back into my life recently, and I'm so glad. This is actually, I think this is my 4th bottle of this one too. It says right on here, our ultra light and dreamy toning lotion hydrates, exfoliates, and smooths, leaving your skin balanced, moisturized, and radiant like the full moon. So the funny thing is that when I first got this, I was like, oh, I'll give it a try. And I couldn't believe how well my skin responded to it. It literally did like brighten it up and give it a beautiful glow. And it actually had reminded me of the I'm From Rice toner. This does the exact same thing. It is gentle, gives a very gentle exfoliation, but hydrates and brightens the skin. So do I need both of these? I don't, but I love having both. And I'm not gonna lie when I say I do use these both in my morning routine. I can't help it. This has been like my 1st or 2nd toner, and this becomes like around my 2nd or 3rd, depending what I'm doing that day. But I just love hydrating, nourishing, and anything that gives my skin or helps it to like glow and not look so dull. I'm addicted to toners, and that's just how it is. Do you guys have any products that you're addicted to, just like will not give up in your routines? Let me know in the comments below because, well, you know, I like to know these things. I am kind of bouncing around here. I was going to do kind of like my evening products and my morning products, but I'm kind of bouncing around, so that's out the window at this point. One of my favorite products that is like a favorite product for most of the people in this beauty community from Paula's Choice, it's the 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. My pores like clog easily and I get like a textured looking skin. So for me, it works really well like on the tops of my cheeks and on my nose. That's where I get the most congestion. And using this daily, now listen, most people can't use it daily. My skin likes it, so I can use it daily, and I do. It works wonders for me. As a matter of fact, it's getting very low. I have to get a new one soon. Luckily, I have a mini travel one. I'm trying to hold on or hold over until the Sephora VIB sale. I think that I can start shopping on April 14th. So we're about a month away. I don't know if I'm going to make it. But anyway, keeping my pores clog-free literally means that my makeup looks better. And whatever makes my makeup look better, I'm going to buy. Could I be like tumbling over my tongue more today? I don't know what's going on. All right, next up, I would never, ever, ever be without niacinamide from Naturium. This is their niacinamide serum, 12% plus zinc 2%. Now, it also has hyaluronic acid and vitamin E in it. So not only does it help keep my pores clear, it helps with breakouts, it helps with any, I actually have a little spot here from a breakout I had recently, and it's been clearing up so quickly because I've been really faithful about using this every night. It is just the perfect thing for my skin to keep it clean, clear, bright, and glowing and strong. But to go along with that, I absolutely, positively must have the azelaic acid emulsion 10%, and it also contains niacinamide in it. This here is perfect for me for also maintaining unclogged pores, help keeping breakouts from happening, and actually helps with the redness in my skin. This I can tell immediately when I don't have it, my skin starts to change. So I make sure I always have this. I use 1 to 2 pumps every day, and I mostly stay like in this area of my face, unless I have a breakout like along my jawline or something like that. But I stay usually where my pores really are. And this is a holy grail item for me, cannot be without. Now, I'm a firm believer that in order for my products to penetrate and do their best work, I have to exfoliate. And I've been using From The Ordinary. This is their lactic acid 10% plus AHA. I have really been loving this. As you can see, I've been using it, loving it. I'm amazed at how long these last. I use almost, I'm gonna say like 3/4 of a dropper full on my whole face. I don't do my neck and chest with it. It is just this area is just way too sensitive and it gets irritated very easily. But this is the perfect thing for me to use twice a week on my skin. I use it in the evening, and I like to make sure like areas like the corner of my nose where like skin can build up, definitely on the bridge of my nose and around my entire face, avoiding the eye area. It is just the best way for me to gently exfoliate. It really helps my skin like glow and just look a little nicer in the morning. Then I know the products that I use for the next couple days are really going to penetrate and be able to work their best. I really do believe that if you're going to bother having a skincare routine, especially one like mine that's a little more complicated than it needs to be, you really have to have a good exfoliant so that these other products are actually getting through, that they're not just like laying on top of like a surface that's just full of dead skin cells that are kind of all glued together and not really letting your other products penetrate. I have to have a lactic acid. Now, there's a tiny bit of controversy in the beauty community whether or not you need an eye cream. I will say when you are my age, you need an eye cream. And for me, I've actually found that I need 2. I really like to layer. I like a hydrating eye cream, and then I like a moisturizing eye cream. I really find that using this here, this is from Time Stop. It's the Peptide Eye Cream. It is revitalizing, extra firming, and radiant looking. This has just like the loveliest kind of gel-like texture, but it is very lightweight. And it makes my under eyes look and feel dewy and fresh, which I really, really love. But I don't like leaving it on its own. I actually like to top it off. And I've been using from Kiehl's the Creamy Eye Treatment with avocado. I really, really have been enjoying this. And I know some people have a hard time with it because they say that they cannot get it to spread nicely. I find that actually the combination of these two, when I put this on top, this actually kind of melts down and in with the other hydrating eye cream, and it gives me just the most like nourished under eyes. I only have to wait a couple minutes for it to kind of set up a little bit, and then I can go in with my makeup, and my concealer never creases over top of it. My concealer actually never gets like cracked or dry looking. It lasts throughout the day and looks so nice. And this combination for me is perfect. Now, it's an expensive combination, so am I going to repurchase it? Probably at some point, but this lasts for friggin' ever, so I'm not so worried about it. This here is $60 for 0.95 ounces, which is a lot of money. So if any of you know of an eye cream that is incredibly hydrating and moisturizing that I could maybe save some money on, I'd be happy to hear about it. And while we're talking eye creams, we might as well talk about what I use in the evening from Beauty of Joseon. This is their Revive Eye Serum, Ginseng plus Retinol AL. Here again, I am beyond addicted to retinol, and finding this eye serum was just one of the highlights of my year. I, of course, love using eye products, but using a retinol product under my eyes that is so gentle, I have had absolutely no irritation whatsoever. I need the tiniest amount. As a matter of fact, the amount that I pumped out was probably what I would use for 2 or 3 nights. You need very, very little. I just tap it in under my eyes here and I'm good to go. It doesn't feel sticky. It dries down nicely. My under eyes have been looking nice. I am still holding off those, aging wrinkles. They haven't been showing up yet. And I do credit that to using retinol products. And this one from Beauty of Joseon has been amazing. And I think it's around $19. And while we're talking retinol, my favorite from Naturium, this is the Retinaldehyde Cream Serum 0.05%. Here again, I love my retinol. Will I ever go without it? I'm like all juiced up. Will I ever go without it? No, probably not. This one I use 2 pumps in the evening, and that does like my face and my neck, and then I go in with another pump for my chest. Because I am so delicate and like sensitive here, I was really worried about it. I have absolutely no issues with it. It's amazing to me that retinaldehyde is like a stronger, more potent retinol. It's actually one step behind tretinoin. But for me, my skin really, really loves it. And I just go over top with a moisturizer and I'm good for my evening. And here again, trying to hold off those wrinkles from coming for as long as possible. And these two here they've been amazing. I know she gets super enthusiastic about skincare. I can't help it. And speaking of the moisturizer that I go over the top with from Naturium, I know this is their Plant Ceramide Moisture Rich Cream. I actually bought the jumbo one. I go between this and Pharmacy's Honey Halo. As a matter of fact, I had the Pharmacy Honey Halo Jumbo, and because my husband started using it with me this year, well, we went through it in 2 months. So I am about a third of the way through this. I love it. I use it every morning for sure. And I use it every evening too. Now, sometimes in the mornings I will switch out with a different moisturizer depending on what the weather is. But no matter what, this always, it does what I need. It locks in all of my products. It keeps my face feeling moisturized and hydrated all day long. And it settles in nicely so I can put makeup over the top of it. It is just an incredible moisturizer, especially considering the price. Now, the jumbo one here, which is like a little less expensive than if you were to buy 2 of the regular size, I think the jumbo one was like $45. I'm always going to buy the jumbos because I go through it so quickly and it's such a good value. And when I say it's a jumbo, what size is it? 3.5 ounces. Now, no skincare routine would be complete without sunscreen. I don't think you're going to be surprised that I still, well, maybe you will be surprised. Who knows? I still love and adore from L2MD this specific one here. It's the UV Clear Broad Spectrum SPF 46, and it is the tinted version. For me, this is my favorite summer sunscreen to wear when I know like I'm going to be out and about, because I love the tint that it has. It has this smoothing effect across my face where it helps even out my hyperpigmentation, but the tint isn't so aggressive that I look crazy. Now, right now, I am pastier than normal, so I wouldn't wear it this time of year. I would look a little crazy. I do sometimes buy the untinted version for this time of year, but when it dries down, it has like a lovely subtle glow. It doesn't feel sticky, which for me is a big deal because I think that this one here, this one is zinc. The active ingredients are zinc oxide and octinoxate, which normally is not my like go-to combination. I really prefer chemical sunscreens of the Korean variety. Oh, like this one here from Beauty of Joseon. Love it so much. This is the Sun Relief Rice Plus Probiotics SPF 50 plus PA 4 pluses. Now, I definitely have other sunscreens that I really, really, really am enjoying, but this winter I've been using this and I've been loving the crap out of it. It is just a lightweight lotion. That's all it is. And when I say that I don't need to wear moisturizer, I don't. I can really just do all of my like layering steps of all my hydrating ingredients. And if I don't want to wear a moisturizer, I don't have to. But it doesn't stay like, well, it isn't even tacky to begin with, but it doesn't get tacky or anything like that. It dries down nicely. I have a nice glow. As a matter of fact, the glow on this is more subtle than the glow from the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel, which I still love. It's just like a slighter, like less glowier formula. And I still love that one too, don't worry. And if you saw my most recent Crave video, I am over the moon with the Beat the Sun sunscreen. Now, it hasn't made it into this whole one because I haven't even gotten through a whole tube yet. These are products that I have repurchased and will continue to repurchase no matter what, so help me God. The Beat the Sun will probably end up making that category too. So I know this is a very Naturium heavy routine, and that's just how this girl is. I love how effective their products are. I love how affordable their products are. I love how accessible they are. And now I have been noticing in the industry that people are not wanting to use single ingredient products as much anymore. They really want to use multi-ingredient products, which is fine. I have different concerns that I like to target different ways. So I still like these kind of single ingredient ones. So for example, using a niacinamide or using an azelaic acid, I use them for different reasons. Using a separate BHA. I really don't want these ingredients all combined into one formula that I can use very easily. Because some days I don't want to use a niacinamide. Some days I take a break from my BHA. So I like to be able to control it. That's why I have so many products. But if I lost my entire skincare collection, these are the items that would help me start over. I mean, it's a lot of products. Yeah, it is. Do I feel bad about it? No, I don't. Because you know what? I've said my age a bazillion times. I am 52 years old. I am working really hard to slow down the effects of aging. I mean, I didn't wear sunscreen most of my life. I grew up with a swimming pool. I grew up going to the beach all the time. This skin was abused, and you can see it. However, it's not as bad as it could be because I have been, using all of these different products for a few years now, and I think I've been able to somewhat slow down my aging process. And listen, skincare is very personal. What we all want out of our skincare routines is different. I obviously want to slow down the aging process. Some people may really just be focused on acne. Other people may be focused on scars that they've had from acne. There are so many different things that people want to focus on. Now, when I say that these are the most important products to me and my skincare routine, that does not mean in any way that these would be the most important products in your skincare routine. That being said, I would like to know what some of your most important skincare products are. I can't help it, I'm nosy. All right, well, I think we have seen what my overall obsession with skincare looks like, and I'm okay with it. And if you have any questions about any of these products, be sure to leave them in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed seeing the products that I just absolutely obsess over, do me a favor and give me a thumbs up. I will, of course, leave links to all these products in my description box below. They are affiliate links, so if you do purchase through any of them, it doesn't affect your price, but I do earn a small commission, which I am so grateful for because that does help support my channel. All right, you guys, I want to thank you so much for being with me, and I'll see you real soon. Mwah.